Not far from Bridgend on the southern coast of Wales is Porthcawl and the appropriately named Rest Bay, wonderfully peaceful on a calm day. Here the signs point to the king of clubs in Wales. Royal Porthcawl Golf Club delivers that exclusive, private club experience not dissimilar to Muirfield in Scotland. The serenity here belies the challenge at hand, again, very much like Muirfield. Royal Porthcawl has that championship look to it, and if the Open Championship were ever to come to Wales, it would certainly be held here. At the same time, it can lull one to sleep when the winds are down on a warm summer's evening. But given just a breath of breeze, Royal Porthcawl has a much more menacing look. The thick purple heather is there to catch errant shots, and that heather's tough to get out of. The waist-high rough is equally difficult, ready to snare even the slightest of mishits. In short, this is the ultimate championship test, one that requires your proverbial A-game. On the far side of the course, Royal Porthcawl is overlooked by a place called Scare House. Very appropriate, for this can be a scary test of golf. One worthy of becoming the first club in Wales to host the Walker Cup in 1995. Deep road hole St Andrews-type bunkers are found throughout the course. They can drive you mad, to say the least. Who knows how many you'll hit trying to escape. Royal Porthcawl has no let up from start to finish. Every hole is a test, and all provide a view of the sea, the first few holes running along the shore. This beautiful setting makes the round enjoyable, no matter what you're scoring. The opening hole is unusual. Golfers drive directly across the 18th fairway, which is just steps in front of the tee. It's a terrific start because of its uniqueness and the line of bunkers down the left-hand side, which are to be avoided at all costs. Pull the drive even a hair and one of them is going to swallow your ball up. Still, it's a fairly genteel opener, playing at only 324 yards from the championship tee. It is one of the few birdie opportunities to be found out here, so it's important to take advantage if you can. The second is more difficult. The green is hard by the club boundary fence separating it from the beach. Hit an exaggerated pull, draw or hook, and you're out of bounds. Another deep bunker is, naturally, positioned to the right to catch you if your ball goes in that direction. This stretch along the beach, reminiscent of the start at Royal Troon, but with the sea on the other side, continues on the third. But the course finally turns inland for the superb par 3 fourth, a hole worthy of any Open Championship. Two menacing bunkers guard the front of the green on this 224-yarder, the longest par 3 on the course. The green is sharply sloped back to front, and a massive ridge kicks back any approach that comes up short of the flag. And Royal Porthcawl just keeps getting better. The fifth is a spectacular dogleg left par 5 along the boundary wall. This hole may well yield a few birdies, but there will be no shortage of double bogeys either. Hit over the wall here and you're out of bounds, and it's unlikely that any bystanders will offer to retrieve your ball. Just look at that rough. The front nine at Royal Porthcawl ends with a classic short par 4 of 375 yards. The fairway is half hog-backed on the left. Anything left of centre will find the deep rough. The fairway goes up and down, left and right, clearly seen here from behind the green. On the back nine, the 16th, with its cross bunkers, will certainly remind you of the 17th at Muirfield. These are one-shot penalty traps for sure. There is no easy escape from this sand or the deep rough. The 17th at Royal Porthcawl is a par 5, offering one last chance at a birdie. In the 1995 Walker Cup, it was an easy one for big-hitting Tiger Woods. But in his first singles match against Gary Wolstenholme, he arrived at the 18th with his back to the wall. Tiger, then just a 19-year-old amateur playing in his only Walker Cup, was all square on the 18th tee, despite the fact that he'd consistently outdriven his opponent by up to 75 yards. He was, however, forced to lay back off the tee to avoid Royal Porthcawl's own Valley of Sin just past the directional pole. Not even Tiger would dare to try to carry all that. He wound up losing the hole and the match. It was a stunning upset and set the stage for a memorable Great Britain and Ireland victory. Royal Porthcawl had tamed the Tiger, A very satisfying result for all the club members. You too will be most satisfied with your day here. And after the round, visitors are invited to stay for a while and experience what the club is all about. The main entrance takes you right into the gentlemen's locker rooms and into the main clubhouse bar. Inside you can watch ships passing through the Bristol Channel. Have a seat in the captain's chair. View photographs of all the club captains since the club's inception in 1891. The overall atmosphere inside is on a par with the great private clubs in England and Scotland. Wooden tournament plaques dating back to the 1800s. Deep leather sofas. A classic mahogany bar. What a privilege to experience. Even better is the opportunity to stay here overnight. A quiet room, just a few steps away from the first tee, is ideal. Just down the road is the seafront promenade of Porthcawl with many restaurants and pubs. An excellent one is the Jolly Sailor, just a short drive from the club. It's just the kind of place you'd hope to find here. Uncommercial and serving real ales, popular with the locals, who will enjoy getting to know you and picking your brains. Perhaps over a Brains Bitter, the national beer of Wales. Brains is everywhere in Wales, much like Guinness in Ireland. The brewery even sponsors the national rugby team. It isn't often you go into a pub and come out with more brains than you had when you arrived. That beer is just another reason, by the way, perhaps even an excuse, to visit Wales.